Morning everyone, welcome to another live stream with me, Pond. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. I have whiskey ready, I have water ready, and I've had about 45 minutes sleep, yay! I currently have no viewers, but that's okay. Hopefully someone will join me imminently, and hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Absolute crazy amount of stuff going on in the game right now. I have done, I think it's like 9 videos in the last 8 days or 7 days, so I apologize for bombarding everyone with videos on the channel, but obviously I like to cover as much as I can, and the devs are just bringing out so much, it's keeping me really busy. So hopefully you'll forgive me for all the content that I've been doing, but and most people will find it useful. Obviously, I know all the hero skins is a big thing for everyone. They've been dropping like 1 every 3 days, which is just ridiculous. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Are they going to slow down the release schedule of it? I guess they are, and it'll be interesting to see like what impact that has on the game as well. I know obviously everyone is really fed up with the amount of like premium pay to win content in the game these days. So, you know, just look at the top of our screen. We've got another Imperial trade. We've got Ramses. We've got Rosen's skin. So, and a ridiculously strong skin for Cleo in a huge cumulative purchase event as well. So looks like the devs are trying to get their end of year bonuses from what I can see. Hey Thor, how's it going? Oh, and Neff, good to see you guys. Oh, you're from England as well, Thor, sweet. So you're up early or stayed up late, whichever way. I think I'm only going to do a couple of hours of streaming tonight because just it's been such a busy week. Had a wisdom tooth out on Monday morning in an emergency extraction, so that was fun. So I've been a bit tender for the whole week with that, but what are you going to do, hey? Oh, and the good news is I've got to have another one out after Christmas as well, yay. And obviously pay for the pleasure. Hey Wargasm, how's it going? So if there's Neff, I guess there's Rocky as well. Obviously, I'm hoping my chat box is going to start working at some point. Usually it does. It should do. If not, we can just use the YouTube chat for now. That's fine. It's not ideal. Let's see how that's coming up. How's everyone doing anyway? What's everyone's thoughts on what's been going on in the game this week? I know chatting to Wargasm. Oh, there we go. It's working. I know chatting to Wargasm. You know, Wargasm does spend some money on the game, and she's been saying like this is, you know, the skins are way too much, and just it's getting ridiculous having to shell out money, particularly when each skin is costing what $200-300, potentially more, and you've got you need the biography seals on top of that as well, right? It's just crazy. So you know, when I did my update video, was that yesterday or Thursday? Or Wednesday? No, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Thursday. I was literally cramming in. It was a 20-minute video, and I was cramming in as much as I could into 20 minutes of video. What's up, Dame? Yeah, just insane amount of content right now. is this chat going to start moving? Come on. Hey Stuart, how's it going? So for the stream tonight, I was hoping to be able to. Oh, there we go. It's catching up. No problem. Well, I hope I've helped out. Well, 8:48. Nice. Yeah, I was hoping to look at Ramses this evening, but it hasn't quite worked out how I hoped. I was hoping I was going to have some access to him, but I don't have that yet. So I'm still working on that. So I want to hopefully be able to do a review video of Ramses probably in a couple of days' time, just to see how good he is and what impact he's going to have on like the meta. A lot of players that have, well, to be fair, only a few players have obviously got him maxed at this point, because you're going to have spent a lot of money on the Royal recruitment tickets. Let's just have a look in. Do any of the guys in Heroes Duel have him? I know I did see someone pulling him earlier, but I don't know if they already had him or not. No. Both these states have the opportunity to have them. Well, that's interesting. Hellfire, Sid. A lot of people go Brave, Sid, Avalanche. Yeah. Arthur, Steed, Lawman, of course. Let's have a look over Shield Maiden Face. Nope. Oh, but Nicodemus has the Steed hero skin. Oh, Cersei. No, neither of these guys had him. But Cersei does have Arthur and Cleo. Which only leaves Yasser and DeMarcon. And neither of them. Oh, this guy's using Rosen Reaper. No, neither of them are rocking that. Oh well. Yeah, I definitely don't have any battle footage so far, but people are saying it's not working amazingly well. This Ramses combo with Ramses, well, Warden Ramses Reaper, but we'll have to see. I bet it's going to be all about how often this Fatal Blow skill activates, because obviously when it does activate, you get the healing from his 8th skill, and if that healing is the 238% per squad, then that's going to be unbelievably huge. It's going to be 24,000 troops healed each for the whole legion each time that skill activates, which would be ridiculous. But again, depends how many times that skill is going to activate in a game, and is it only if the Fatal Blow skill activates for the 8th skill. Pond, you checking out castles this stream? Yeah, I can do. If you mean like checking out your castles, yeah, by all means. Like, we've got obviously 51 minutes till reset, and plenty of time until KE. I mean, we're obviously not. Well, who is it? Someone said from 207 that they're not actually doing KE, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. We'll give it a go. Hopefully I won't get destroyed. Okay, fair enough. 332. Let's do some castle hopping then already. So you're near the throne then. There you go. Check my farm out in S90 first. Your farm, Neff? Ah, you got the mini Titanus. Where's your farm, Neff? Am I your farm? Is that what you're saying? There you are. That's a really small castle skin, isn't it? There you are, Neff. You and Rocky were right next to me anyway, weren't you? I can't believe Rob's up to 2.1 G of kills as well, by the way. He's almost caught you up. I'm guessing he's doing lots of suicide kills on the last week to get his score up. But yeah, but I mean, when I look at, let's just talk about state of game for a bit. Oh, Thor, I understand all the negativity about the premium aspects of the game, but for me personally, I still enjoy the game, your content, and I've made some great friends over the 2 years of playing. Yeah, it's really, you know, if I really struggle to reply to comments and everything else individually on my videos these days, just because I have so many videos, I have so many comments, and my time is much more limited compared to, you know, during the pandemic, and I wasn't working full time. Now, you know, I'm back in my job full time. The channel's like an extra, almost not a hobby obviously, but it's almost like a second job at sometimes, to be honest, with how time consuming it is. But I just don't have enough time for everything. But I do see like a real change in people's feelings towards the game, particularly in the last 6 months. And you know, we've had, obviously, you know, there was the attempted, well, we had the boycott, didn't we, a couple of months ago, where people did make a concerted effort to, you know, make their feelings of discontent known to the devs, and the devs were made aware of it. I mean, they are made aware of it, and if people aren't happy about things like big general topics, then I do feedback to my contact at the devs about the general negativity about specific aspects, because of course, you know, that's what I've said I would do, and I do that. But the problem is, obviously, you know, they obviously they have put themselves on this path of really pushing premium content. And I don't know if you noticed last week when we had the Beast Queen skin, there was those 2 counters that showed how many people in your alliance had taken the 24-hour trial of the Beast Queen skin, and there was a total cumulative for all the players that were doing it, and I think it got to something like 530,000 players were using that trial Beast Queen. Well, if you think is someone going to activate that in all their farms? I don't think so. Personally, I didn't activate it in any of my alts or my farms. I just tried it in my main to have a look at it. So realistically, we've probably still got 500,000 players globally that are playing the game actively, and all of this kind of additional content that they're loading in, a lot of it is actually not for our stage of the game. If you're looking at the release schedules, you know, it is S3, S4, X1, X10 for the skins. It's Ramses is from S3 onwards. Some of these what else is it, like the tech, you know, they've released so much new elements of tech in the last, like 6 months, and you've got tech that is available from S2, S3, S4, X1 is a couple of techs, and then you get 2 at X8. So yeah, I mean, you're right. It's been, it has been a lot since been a lot since the release of Beast Queen. Yeah, I agree, Wargasm. Like, they're not taking into account players from probably states 1 to 550 or 1 to 600 in terms of the impact that releasing all of this content so quickly into the game for all of these other players. And that is actually going to be a considerable amount of players, more of their playing community than not are being affected by this dramatic increase, for sure. So it is a big gamble by them as well. Latin, like, in a nutshell, how can you describe sudden release of all these hero skins and new heroes? Morning, PMZ. Well, I mean, I don't have, like I say, I personally don't agree with it. Even my contact at the devs has said it's too much. Like, they don't agree with, they work from the community management side of things, and they hear the negative feedback as well. But obviously the senior management at Long Tech and the development team have pushed ahead with this. It's not something they decided overnight. We knew from early October they announced that they were doing hero skins, and it's taken them nearly 2 months to actually release it into the game. And now they've done 4 hero skins in the space of almost a week, basically. And you've got this ridiculously strong hero skin, as I said in my update video for Cleo, which has got crazy amounts of stats. It's the most... Yeah, I mean, I don't think there is a positive feedback left at this time. No. Because even if you're spending $2,000 or $3,000, even if you're spending $4,000, $5,000 on this game each month, which, let's be honest, that's going to be a very small proportion of the community, you can't keep up with this content. It's just ridiculous. Like, for that cumulative purchase event, you're looking at $10,000 worth of investment, because it's 2 million gems to finish the event and to get that Cleo skin, and that's on top of obviously having already had to have spent to have got Cleo. So yeah, I agree. Like, I don't understand why they've released everything so fast. It should have been spaced out. Like, eventually, if I was a new player, if I'd never played, if I joined Rise of Empires today and I start in whatever state it is, 900 or whatever, then all of this stuff, it will still be actually quite a lot of content being released into the game every few weeks. But I guess, like, if you're a spender, you could manage that to a point, but then you're still creating such a barrier between the spenders and the free-to-play players. Like, people mention it all the time, and I completely agree. Like, within the first, year to 18 months of us playing the game from 2019 all the way through 2020, actually, into 21, for the majority of the older community from, like, states 40, etc., up to the, 200s, 300s, it was actually a much fairer balance between free-to-play, small spenders, and even the top spenders. There wasn't a massive amount of premium content. Yes, you could buy Courage Medal packs and you could max Master Warfare quickly. There was a couple of castle skins in the first year that came out that might have had a bit of extra attributes that you could gain from it. And then obviously we got Lofty Tech. Did we get Lofty Tech or Dragon Master gear? And, even with those elements, it was incremental, and they were spaced out. But the last 6 to 9 months, it's just been mental. It's just been uncontrollable. So, and yeah, again, it's utter crap. Yeah, I mean, is there no way back now? Is there? The road is clear at this point. Yeah, I mean, obviously it is massive now. I think most players now, it's really going to make a lot of players think, what do they want to do? Like, for free to play players, are you prepared to still play a game where if you get on the Eden map, which at the end of the day is kind of like the main element of the game these days, isn't it? You get on an Eden map and you're up against a top alliance with like 20 or 30 big spenders, and they have like 300 more might than you in a battle. They've got like 50 or 60 more HP than you. They've got a Cleo skin, or they've got, you know, a Rosen Lawman, all the other like Beast Queen skin and everything, and they've maxed the 5 or 6 extra technologies that have come out. You're just going to get squashed like a little bug on a windscreen every time. And is that fun? From a gameplay point of view, I really question how much fun we're all having right now, right? I really do. Yeah, like BB, when you spend 10k a year and struggle to compete, it's a problem. Definitely. Like, it's not just now, it's not just between, you know, free to play players and small spenders. The amount of spending in the game that they've implemented has just got absolutely ridiculous. I mean, even just to keep up with technology now, you're talking like millions of courage medals, millions of war badges, and they introduced Castle Era state C26 to 30, great, but we get to C26 and you don't get any additional courage medals, or you don't get any war badges in your cop rewards, or they want you to accumulate over 1 million Super Dragonite to get a set of advanced equipment, but you don't have any Super Dragonite factories in your castle. You know, it would take one free-to-play player 20 years to max 5 sets of enhanced gear. They have laid it out so clear now. They're either gambling that this new structure for new players, this steady stream of content for new players, I'm talking about now, people that are in the first kind of year of the game, so they're basically coming up to maybe S3, end of S3, and then from then on they're going to get a nice kind of steady stream of every 3 months they'll get a hero skin, every season they'll get a hero skin, every season they'll get a new tech, so you know, even if you're a medium level spender, you can handle that. But the rest of us, the experienced players, even the players that have invested tens of thousands of dollars into their accounts over the last 2 or 3 years, everyone else is getting shafted, basically. So, you know, and this is while we're all going through a cost of living crisis. There's high inflation in every modern economy in the world. You know, it's around 11% here in the UK at the moment. Europe, US, inflation is not, are all suffering from high inflation. So we're all suffering from the impacts of increased cost of utilities, increased cost of fuel for our cars, increased cost of food. Everyone is going to be talking about making tough decisions on cutting back on spending money. So, you know, surely surely the devs want players to spend some money in their game. Surely it's better that you have a system that is staggered and fair for everyone than people just, you know, clicking the uninstall button on their phone and never playing Rise of Empires again, never spending a cent again. You're hearing of spenders just abandoning their castles because they can't even sell them because there's so many castles for sale on the market right now. Even top level castles that are going for way less than they would have 6 months ago. So yeah, that's